Hey guys, welcome back. Let's see, today I thought I would go ahead and just have you guys join me while I do a little more work on my Quirky Fox. So, having these one-way conversations are kind of like, I don't know what to say sometimes, but I guess the thoughts will just come and we'll just try doing another little whip and chat. So let's see, this is, make sure I've got the right ones here. These go on the letter D. And zoom in a little. And how are you guys doing today? Yesterday was Memorial Day, right? Boy, the time is just really going by quickly. So I took my kids. Let's make sure this recording is going. Yes, it is. Okay. So I took my kids back to their dad's house on Sunday, and being the holiday weekend, the traffic was atrocious. Wow. So he lives about 25 miles away from me, and he lives over the hill. They call it over the hill because we have to cross a mountain to get to San Jose. I'm in Santa Cruz, so, oops, I dropped a guy over there. So it's about 25 miles from here, and it took about, well, maybe less than 30 minutes to get them there. But the way back, oh my gosh, guys, it took me like an hour and a half to get back home because everybody wanted to come to Santa Cruz to go to the beach, I guess, for the weekend. And so, yeah, the traffic was horrible. And I knew it was going to be like that on the way there because, you know, heading to San Jose, we were passing all the oncoming traffic, and it was just a steady line. It was a steady row of cars coming into Santa Cruz through the mountains. So I got out my Waze app. Do you guys use that? It's WAZE. So guys, the Waze app is amazing because it will detour you and take you, it'll take you on roads that you didn't even know existed just to get you past traffic. So even with using my Waze app, it still took an hour and a half to get back, which it should only take like 30 minutes. Whoops. It should only take like 30 minutes when there's no traffic. And it even had me take like 2 different detours. It had me go through downtown Los Gatos, which also ended up being backed up. And then it had me get back on Highway 17, which is the road that winds through the mountain to Santa Cruz. And then just before you get into Santa Cruz, it had me get off the highway again and take some back roads through the mountains to come around in the opposite direction to my house. So that was exciting. So I really wonder how long it would have taken if I didn't use my Waze app and if I had just stayed on 17 because it was a solid row of traffic. I should have, well, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to use my camera while I'm driving, but I was going to say I should have, you know, while I was at a standstill or something, I should have just turned on my camera, my dash cam, and recorded some of the drive. That would have been kind of fun to share. You could have seen the mountains and the redwoods. I live right near Big Basin State Park, which burned last year. I mean, we have so many fires in this area, so it's kind of scary. We're getting into fire season again, and we're in a drought. So we just have to be aware, because last year when all the fires started, oops, I'm getting my wrist stuck on the sticky paper. Yeah, last year I had to be prepared to evacuate. There was a fire just up the road from us in Big Basin that literally took out most of that area and destroyed some of the oldest redwoods. Well, no, the redwoods might not be destroyed. I think they might come back because they're really tolerant to fires, but I mean, it looks really bad. And yeah, it did destroy some of them. But the park will never be like it was before. And I wanted to go camping there. It's beautiful. I used to go hiking up there. There's waterfalls and everything. I should do a little video next time I go hiking so I can add it into one of my WIP and chats and show you guys some of the beautiful scenery around here. I've got the ocean about a mile in one direction, and just a couple miles in the other direction I've got redwoods and mountains. So yeah, it's really pretty here. I need to get out more often. I haven't. Oops, I'm trying to straighten some of these drills. I really haven't gotten out like I should during this pandemic thing. Oh my gosh, I think I became a hermit. I kind of isolated too much. I mean, I figure it's better to play it safe than to be sorry. And so I have just been staying home most of the time. The only thing I do is go to work or go to Costco if I need to get groceries. I think around the first 3 months or so, or maybe even longer, from when the lockdown started, I did almost all of my shopping online, had everything delivered, didn't leave the house. What about you guys? How did you handle it? And if only I'd had diamond painting back then. Wow. I only discovered diamond painting this year, so it's kind of crazy, guys. I wish I had known about diamond painting before. Oh, that's funny. Well, not funny, but I just realized. Let me take a look here because it looks like, if I can get these off, I'm pretty sure I put them in the right spots, but I just want to take these edge ones off since I was talking and make sure I didn't make a mistake, because I just realized, yeah, they're good. There's a capital D and a small d, and we're working on the small d's right now. But just wanted to make sure I hadn't put any of those on the big letter, on the capital D. And I didn't. So that's good. And that distracted me, so I kind of forgot what I was talking about, lose my train of thought. Yeah, so we have the beach and we've got the mountains and the redwoods. The only thing we're lacking is snow, but snow is accessible because it's about a 4-hour drive to Tahoe, Lake Tahoe. So if I really wanted to go see some snow, I could just drive about 4 hours and be in the snow. I've been to Lake Tahoe once, which is kind of sad since I've actually lived in California since 2008. Should have gone to Lake Tahoe more than that. Gosh, okay, I need more wax. Hold on, guys. I really like this wax. It is nice and sticky. All right, we're good to go again. So, let's see. Before I end this video, I will show you guys some of the progress I've made on my Quirky Fox. I just figured it would be easier to work on these white drills while I'm talking so I don't lose train of thought. Whoops. Getting stuck again. And so, hang on, let me get some of that wax back in the pen. It kind of oozes out on the edges sometimes. Maybe I pressed too hard. But, so I laid this little tray here, this little container here, because I wanted to go over, go over this again, or just respond to some of the comments I got since my last video. I thought it would be cool to just kind of read them and talk about that, because like I said, I'm really new to diamond painting. This is only my 4th diamond painting, and I've been trying to watch videos, everybody's videos, and trying to get tips and tricks on how to do things. And I should have known better. I wasn't really thinking when I got these. When I got home and actually did the box opening and showed them to you guys, I realized how tricky this would be to actually kit up with these containers, because as you can see, the lid opens to give access to the whole, you know, all the sections, and then you have to flip it upside down to open the other side. So I'm thinking, I was thinking, you know, with my fumble hands, this probably wouldn't work. But what I was thinking was, here, let me get my comments and check. Let's check this out, guys. Because you guys confirmed my assumptions. Oh, let's see. I have my old phone here. So we have some comments. Go to my channel. Go to my comment section. So Rebecca Chapman said she likes the little containers in general, but not for diamond painting. The moment you get clumsy putting diamonds in or out of it, then they will all go all over the place. And the colors will get, oops, I gotta go, I gotta open it to read more. Let's see, so yeah, the colors will get all mixed in one with one another as they scatter on the floor, table, wherever. Definitely find individual containers. My personal preference is the vials with screw-on lids. People also seem to like the boxes that come from Harbor Freight because they say they work very well and they aren't very expensive. Something like $5 each. And that's an awesome idea, because I think I paid, these were only $3 each, guys. So it was like $2.99, and I got 4 of them. And they're supposed to hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16. I think it's 16 compartments in each container. Yeah, and then Rebecca also says she plans to investigate those herself. The Harbor Freight ones. I use the zip baggies that come with the kits, the spare diamond storage after I've already completed a painting. And that's what I was planning to do too, because the 3 previous diamond paintings that I worked on, they actually came in baggies. So I loved working out of the baggies. I didn't have any problems with that. I put some of the trash drills in this one, but this is the baggies that came with my previous kits. So I saved the empty ones when I finished the drills that were in them. And then I also have some baggies that came with a couple of other kits. So I could always do that until I get some other containers. Those little individuals with the screw-on lids do sound like they might be the thing. They might be the best. So let's see, did Rebecca say where to get those? Let's see. Yeah, Rebecca, you said your personal preference is the vials with screw-on lids. Do you get those from Harbor Freight, or where do you find those? I didn't see anything like that when I was at Beverly's. So then Dawn Does Life said, "Hey Christine, I think you might have trouble with those containers. How do you pour one color out to work on without pouring the others as well? In my experience, individual containers works best. If you figure out a way to make it work though, that is awesome. Love the foxes. They look like they will be fun to do." So, and then then Cheryl said that the kit looked fabulous, the one that I shared, the Fox Bliss by Diamond Dots, yeah. Lost my train of thought again. But she said, "You have great taste. I'm not sure about that box though." Then I think she was referring to this. So yeah. And I think that was all the comments I've gotten on the containers up until this point. Let's see. Yeah. So let me just double check. Make sure no more comments about that have come through. So yeah, that's all the comments on that. So I think the individual containers are going to be the way to go. I was going to say, my thought was when I really got to thinking about it, that I could use a little scoop. Because like, I think it was it Dawn Does Life? Was asking, let me see, hold on guys. One of the girls asked, let's see, was it Dawn Does Life? Yeah, how do you pour one color out to work on? So I was thinking, I would open the container and I would get a little spoon or a little scoop to just get some out and put in my tray. But yeah, I can see it already. I can see the drills going everywhere. So thank you guys. Thank you for your feedback. Much appreciated. Let me know where you guys get those individual containers with the screw-on lids, because like I said, I didn't see those when I was at Beverly's. Maybe I can get them on Amazon. What about Tic Tac? I almost said TikTok. What about Tic Tac containers? Although that would be expensive to just buy a bunch of Tic Tacs to reuse the containers. But that would be, I think those would make a good size for drills. Or if there's little jars like those, the lip balm, the Carmex lip balm that used to come in those little jars, do they have something like that? Because that would be, that would probably be the right size, right? That would be, but then if you've got a bunch of little individual containers, oops, there's a square drill. There's a little square guy that got in there. Let's put him over by my little trash baggie. So yeah, how do you guys, if you buy those individual containers, then do they just come individually, or do you find, is there a big container that they all fit in and they all come in a big container to keep them together? Because then that's another storage problem that I would need to solve. I feel like I'm not getting these straight. That's the only thing with this being a double-sided adhesive. Like I mentioned before, if you don't put it down right in the exact spot. How does that look on camera, guys? Am I getting them even? I keep feeling like I need to adjust them. But, yeah. So now I'm trying to decide which diamond painting I'll do next. This one's going to take a while, my Quirky Fox. But I have several others to choose from after this. The little Fox Bliss being one, and he's going to be a nice little snack size. And then also, I got those 4 from Diamond Art Club that came in the intro kit. So I'm still looking forward to doing those. The one with the trees, the 4 Seasons trees, that one looks really nice. It looks like it's going to be really fun. I love the colors. And how do you guys line these up? I see people doing this. They shake it like this, and then all the drills line up perfectly. And when I do it, I get them like, I never get straight lines. They all, when I try to get them to line up or go, you know, down. Oh, wow, look at that. I did one little line. But they usually just tumble all over each other, and then when I try to get them down to one end of the tray to make the lines, they just kind of stack up on top of each other. Yeah. Oh, and another thing, guys, another thing I wanted to share is I finally started a crafty Instagram page. So I literally just started it. I could not decide on a name because Needle to Needle was taken. And the reason I'm using Needle to Needle is that is a name that my daughter came up with when she was really little, and I was doing my knitting, and I'm actually known in the knitting world as Bay Area Knitter. On like Instagram and everywhere, I'm Bay Area Knitter, and that's been my main Instagram for like knitting and all my personal stuff. But then when I got onto Ravelry to start sharing my designs, the knitwear designs I was doing, for some reason Bay Area Knitter was already taken. And I asked my daughter, like, what would be a good name to use for Ravelry and, you know, different places like Etsy and such. And she was like, I don't know, was she like 5 years old? I think she was like 5 years old. And she said, what about Needle to Needle? And I thought, wow, that's really cool, because it's like when you're knitting needle to needle, right? And now with my crafts, I'm thinking it's not so much related to diamond painting, but like I want to get into cross stitch, and I'm still knitting, and that's kind of like you're going from needle to needle, from knitting needles to sewing needles, and it's like, it's perfect, you know. That's why I chose Needle to Needle, or actually she chose it for me. And you know, it's something my daughter came up with, and I don't want to let it go. It's special and it's cute. And I mean, I can share all kinds of crafts using Needle to Needle. But that said, guys, so Needle to Needle was taken on Instagram too, and that, you know what really irks me? So the Bay Area Knitter name that was taken on Ravelry, that account has like no posts at all. They have like 2 friends. They've never used the account, but it just sits there being taken. And then Needle to Needle on Instagram. Same thing, guys. I looked up to see if I could get Needle to Needle on Instagram. And it's this lady's account that she's not using. She has the name, but there's no posts. So, you know, all the good names are already taken. Whether people are using them or not, it's really hard to come up with a name that you can get the same name on like every platform. So I just feel like my accounts are kind of all over the place right now. And maybe I will come up with a better name at some point, or be able to incorporate something else into Needle to Needle to still use that, but maybe add on something that has to do with diamond painting. I don't know, guys. But, and so since Needle to Needle's taken on Instagram, I just kind of chose Diamonds and Stitches. And I was surprised that that wasn't taken. So if you guys want to go check out my new Instagram account, it is Diamonds and Stitches. And that pretty much covers what I'm going to be posting on there, which will be diamond painting and some cross stitch and possibly knitting. I'm probably going to keep most of my knitting focused on my Bay Area Knitter account. Hang on, I need to add to this. Whoops, there's some drills going all over the place here. Oops, sorry, I had to lift the leg of my tripod to... My canvas was getting a little messed up. So we made it through one packet while we were talking. Oh guys, it's already been 27 minutes. Should we end here? I think I'm going to end here because I don't really want to make these WIP and chats really, I don't want to make them that long. Unless you guys really like long WIP and chats, let me know. Let me go ahead and just put these last 3 drills and I will end the broadcast. And I'll continue working on him after I eat lunch because it's 1:30 and I haven't had lunch yet. I had to run to the post office this morning because you know how I said I dropped my kids off at my ex's on Sunday? And my daughter texted me last night and said, I need my school ID for her SAT. She's got to go take her SAT test on Saturday morning. And remember how I said the traffic is going to San Jose? I was on the road round trip for 2 hours when I took them back to their dad's house. So, guys, I mailed it. I mailed her ID to her this morning. Let's hope and pray that it gets there by Friday because she needs it by Friday since she has to be at the place for the test on Saturday morning. But yeah, so that was my morning, rushing to the post office and getting that taken care of. But there we have it. We did one little packet, got a little bit more done on him. And I'm going to pull this paper back and show you guys how much I've gotten done so far before I end the broadcast. So let's see if I can do this. So I've got part of his tail going. Hang on, let me set it down again so I can do this with 2 hands. Sorry for making you guys seasick. Okay, let me pull it back. Basically, that's all it's... yeah, I didn't do anything on the other side, but I got this part of his tail done and a few over here in that color. But get down a little closer and show you guys these drills. They're really pretty. I like this color. The symbols are really clear. This was a Mindfulness diamond painting, Quirky Fox, by Willowing Arts. And this is licensed, guys. If you guys want to check out that video I did about this, there's actually 2 foxes that were done by Willowing Arts, and I've got a video about that. They're licensed to 2 different companies as well. So this one is licensed with Mindfulness diamond painting, and then the other fox, the Fox Wisdom, is licensed through Diamond Art Club. Let me show you guys. Let me take you off the tripod. And this is the one that I'm working on. He's going to look like this. And the one that Diamond Art Club has is a little bit different. It's got some stripes on the leg, and I think it's also missing it's missing that the little black thingy at the top of the head, and there's a few other differences. So there's actually 2 different foxes. Yep. Okay guys, I'm going to say goodbye and go eat lunch. So I hope you guys are having a great day, and thanks for joining me again. I will be back again soon. Hopefully I'll find some time to do another WIP and chat this week. I have to work at the yarn shop tomorrow, but I just wanted to get this one up so I can get it posted either today or tomorrow. So take care guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.